Hey guys, afternoon. I had a bit of a technical glitch when I got this video posted and tweeted about earlier, so I had to take it down and reshoot basically. So apologies if you've had any difficulty with that. Just want to start off the video, guys, by saying thanks for coming along. I've been saying this at the end of the videos, so I'm trying to make the habit of doing it at the beginning. If you're finding me on Twitter, guys, please just drop us a wee retweet if you don't mind. And when you're finding me here on the videos, please, if you could share, like, subscribe, comment, anything and everything you can do, guys. I really appreciate it. Interaction we've had in the last week of a couple of guys and a bunch of views we've had is it's been really satisfying for me, guys. So please feel free to do so. So this is episode 2 of Tools of the Traders, guys. Okay, we're going to be looking at the next thing you're going to need in your arsenal. Okay, now before I quite get into the ins and outs of it, I've got a portfolio holding I can use as an example to show you how valuable this is. But we've also over the weekend had a wee bit of movement on the portfolio. Okay, so as you'll probably remember, we had 300 Denier, 10 Ter Stegen and 58 Kai Havertz. Okay, and we have recently, over the weekend, hit a few milestones. Okay, so let's have a look. Kai Havertz has reached £5.33. That is the magic number for him. That's break-even point. So that means the commission is taken care of from Football Index. Here on out, it's sheer profit. Okay, so we got there. And I was quite happy to reduce my holding in it from 58 to 50. Just reduces my liability, frees up a wee bit of cash, and I can go and play about with that elsewhere and try and do some good stuff with it. Denier, no change there. And Ter Stegen was a test. So the test in the goalkeeper, guys, was, I'll go into it in a bit more detail another time. I did it in the last take of this video, and it just dragged the video on for far too long. So I'll probably maybe do a wee add-on video later tonight, or maybe just do it tomorrow, just see how my day goes. But yeah, so that test went successful overall. I was quite happy with the results, and we've moved him on. And then, guys, like I've said before, and this is something you need to remember, guys, every time you're listening to me talking and every time you're kind of thinking about this Football Index stuff yourself, if you've not got thousands of pounds or even a lot of money to be using it for this, Football Index, guys, is a savings account that is a lot of fun. That's the way I look at it. That's the way I treat it. All this money, I want every penny of it. I don't, with gambling, only gamble what you can lose. I don't want to lose any of this. This is saving. I'm saving this money from gambling by putting it in here, and I want every penny of it back, but hopefully a little bit heavier than the way I put it in. And the second thing is, oh, sugar, what is the second thing? Oh, sugar, I've just totally drawn a blank. So you guys have beat me to it in terms of this holding. I wasn't planning on doing anything with the portfolio that weekend just gone, or even this week really. Um, so this was a little bit, I found it and just thought, you know what, that's a good one, let's have a shot at it. But somebody's done their research and they have got on them. Much quicker than I did. If you're getting them for 40 pence, that's an absolute win. And that's how far ahead you want to be thinking, guys. As far ahead as absolutely possible. I just didn't think this far ahead on this occasion, because quite simply, I had no plans to be making a move like this, but just the way things struck me, then when I found this boy, I thought I need to move on it, make something out of it. So, how did I find him and how did I work all this out? It's probably what you've been asking yourself now for the last 4 minutes, okay? And I'll tell you, oh, Jesus, Alphonso Davies. He was £3.90 last night. I'm sure. Yeah. Jesus. People must think, guys. This is a good one to see. People must think he's going to play on Friday night, and if he does play on Friday night, fair play. He will. He may not catch Jadon Sancho, but he will be very, very similar in terms of share price and whatnot. Canadian, if you're not familiar, just signed from the Whitecaps. Hot prospect. He was in Dubai with them for the training camp. I'm not sure. I'm not convinced he'll start and maybe on the bench, make a cameo. But that's something to watch out on, guys, because if he does start to drop down again, that big block is IPO. That's when he first came into the market. That is some increase. Wow. Sorry guys to go off topic. The other two we want to be looking at, we've also got our flash scores here, and the other two we want to be adding into our arsenal is Who Scored, their app. Okay, it's a free app. The download, it gives you all the same information that Football Index, Football Index, Flash Scores gives you, but it has a lot more Football Index related information. So things like shots per game and all of other stuff about the teams, but it's about the players, really, their rating. Who Scored, the first time I came across them was with Bet Victor. Bet Victor do man the match markets on most games, and if it's not a live game on the TV where there's a sponsored man of the match that gets awarded, they go on the Who Scored rating for man of the match. Okay, and as you can see here, it gives you a good idea of their ratings for players, and you can see things on them like how many games they've played, if they've been off the bench, goals, assists, tackles per game, dribbles per game, shots per game. All this stuff is great information, and it breaks it on the various competitions as well. So when I'm putting all this money in last night, £25, and I'm selling players and moving some things about, I'm looking at the week ahead and I'm thinking, where is there a cheeky wee bargain, or where is there a wee niche I can squeeze myself into? And it didn't take me long. I got to Tuesday night and I was like, wow, Angers versus Bordeaux, that is going to be the game of the century. I'm only joking, but basically guys, it's a single match day, which means it's just normal payouts, there's no trebles or doubles, and there's only one game, right, which is always an attractive prospect for a really cheap buy. So that means Angers versus Bordeaux is the only game where players are going to be getting dividends on Tuesday. So that means the best defender on Tuesday night is going to be an Angers or Bordeaux player, the best midfielder, the best striker, etc, etc. Okay, and as you look through the stats of the game, and you can do this in your own time, obviously guys, it's going to be, based on the stats, it looks like quite a tight affair. There's not going to be plenty of goals. It's going to be quite a defensive orientated game, a 1-0 or a 1 each or something like this. It's going to be quite a tight game. You go into each team and it breaks down the ratings for them, you know, who they are, where they play, and all this type of stuff, like you see with the wee Man City one there. But when you go to Bordeaux, boom, first thing that jumps out at you, Vukas Jovanovic. Now, granted, he hasn't played too much this season, 2 games in the league, 1 game in the Europa League, and he's made an appearance or 2 in the French League Cup as well, the Coupe de France. Tackles per game's good, and you know, he's not played very much. Okay, he's 22. He plays for the Serbian under-21 team, probably before he turns 22, obviously. And when I looked at him a little bit further into flash scores, I've drilled in a little bit deeper. I'm like, this guy's quite cheap, and this looks quite good. Is it too good to be true? We drill into Jovanovic a little bit more, and we see somebody with a bit of pedigree. The boy came from Red Star Belgrade, you know, biggest team in their country. He's made a transfer to Zenit, which is, you know, it doesn't happen every day. Zenit are a big club, and then he's made the move to Bordeaux. And as you can see, last season he actually played a significant amount of matches in the league. You know, played 16 games out of, I forget what the French league is, if it's 36 or whatever, but a significant portion of games in the cups. He's made a couple of appearances, international, Europa League appearance, national team. He's age group level. He's well capped. You know, he's got a decent amount of caps in him. So he's somebody who is going to play. He's young, he's cheap. 50 pence a share is, in my opinion, a no-lose situation, especially when I can buy into basically a break-even situation. All this guy needs to do is perform well, and he's going up in price. Doesn't need to necessarily win the dividends, but if he's right in amongst it, then he'll be brought to the attention of other traders who will see him at 50p, see everything I see, think, oh Jesus, that's worth something. Because this guy, guys, he plays for Bordeaux. Bordeaux are quite low down in the food chain. And, you know, it could easily be sold to somebody, a low ranking, Premier League team could buy him. You know, he could move to Spain, he could move to another team in France, or Monaco or something like this. You know, he could move to Germany, Italy, he could move anywhere. At 22, a well-rated defender is something that everyone kind of wants now, you know. So I've used both the tools I've now shown you, Flash Scores and Who Scored, to make this move, to make this purchase, and I'm quite confident that come Tuesday night we'll be in a really good position with him. Okay, later this week we'll probably make some decisions on Denier. He's doing okay, you know, we're in a profit situation now, of course, and Kai's at break even. Kai is back in action on Saturday against Mönchengladbach. He does well in that game, guys, and I think we're going to see that becoming a very successful holding. Okay, I still cannot get over this Alphonso Davies. Is he brown? Is he moving somewhere, I wonder? Okay guys, but listen, thanks for watching, and as I said at the beginning, like, subscribe, share, retweet, all the good stuff, guys. Take care, and I'll chat to you probably tomorrow or maybe later tonight. Take care, bye bye.